Connection. You're now live.
Hey folks, it's Amy K. Sunday Funday here for you tonight live on Instagram. We got the one and only, my lady Pamela Stubbs, steady behind that iPhone. She says I'm getting a little high maintenance, so bear with me folks. So for those of you tuning in tonight, I've been unveiling for the past few days, we are going to be doing the Vesper. With all the COVID hoo-ha going on in our world, we need a little 007 to save the day. So I thought tonight the Vesper would be fun, a good mix. Hopefully there's maybe more than 3 of you watching us live. Please feel free to ask us questions. Pam's going to filter them out. And I wanted to take a moment to thank all of you from last week. I did the donation class for Color of Change. We raised over $600. It was amazing. So thank you. Not asking you for a donation tonight. This is just for fun, to have a good time, to learn about the Vesper and some of its history. So, 007 James Bond. I've been talking about this for a few days. I've been asking who your favorite Bond is. I mean, we have Dr. No, Sean Connery, 1962. Sean, he was the man. I mean, we moved in to Roger Moore, 1973, Live and Let Die. Brosnan, you did all right. You gave it a go. Dave, I know Dave from Man, she's going to be mad at me if he's even watching, or he will see this because I know he loves Pierce. Timothy, you were okay. Daniel Craig came. Woof, everybody just loves Daniel Craig. It's like Sean didn't even exist, like Roger didn't even exist. But I'm going to unveil. Pam, if you can zoom in. It was hard, it was tough. Although I love me some Sean Connery, who originated it all, I got to go with Roger. He's my favorite. Live and Let Die seals the deal for me. He was sexy with that gun. So let's get through it. Please send me your votes. I would love to talk about it. And I think we should all do a marathon during COVID and just watch all the Bond films, and then we can talk about them in a chat session. So the Vesper. So Mr. 007 loved his Vesper shaken. The Vesper, though, in my opinion, should be stirred because you are going to bruise that alcohol. You don't want to shake the delicious gin or the vodka. It's just going to bruise it. It's going to water it down. If you want to shake it, I recommend getting a little shaker tin and just doing a little swirl. But don't give it a hard shake. You're going to bruise it. I mean, shaken but stirred. It was a sexy line for the movie, but that is it. So, the Vesper. 3 fun ingredients. Gin, vodka, Lillet. So Lillet Blanc is a delicious French from Bordeaux region. I highly recommend it chilled. You can drink it chilled with ice. A twist of orange is nice. Some people even like lemon or neither. Then you want to do a vodka and a gin. I truly love Beefeater. I think it's an all-around great gin. It's affordable. It's easy to get. Not too botanical. London Dry Gin. Some gins nowadays are extremely botanical, and they are good. But I think with the Vesper, it's just going to maybe overkill the balance. Tito's Gin. 007 did like Gordon's. That was his gin of choice, but Gordon's was a little hard to find. So I might have to look at my dad's cellar to get the Gordon's. So that was a little long way away. I'm going to use Tito's, so that's it. 3 ingredients.
Allison McDuffie would like to know how you feel about aviation.
Oh, Allison. And speaking of Allison McDuffie, let's give her and Jim McDuffie a shout out. 5-year anniversary today. Woo! It's 5 years of wedding bliss, and they are taking their time to tune in. Allison, I love aviation. Aviation gin, though, is what I call, it's a more modernized gin. It's going to definitely fall with a little bit more botanicals. It is fun. I suggest if you're doing this with us tonight with aviation, maybe go a little less on the gin, a little heavier on the vodka. Jim Betts, if you're listening, you can probably weigh in and give me a thumbs up because I learned a lot from you. But I just think the aviation gin, it's more of a contemporary gin, not as old school. When you're doing the Vesper, you want to try to stick to a London Dry because it's going to be more balanced, a little more straightforward. But Allison, use the aviation. We'll play with the specs. We'll play with the specs. Are there any more questions from my 5 viewers?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
So first thing.
Oh wait, Jim Bet, sorry. If you're doing it with aviation, dump the aviation down the drain and get another gin. Thank you.
Allison, we don't have to listen to that, but yes, Jim Bet's wink wink is right. Roger Moore says dump it down the drain. Send McDuffie on a run to get some beefeater. Anywho, so first things first, what you want to do a 1/2 ounce of your Lillet. You want to do 1 ounce of vodka, 3 ounces of gin. Allison, I truly think maybe you should down the gin par a little bit and maybe do like an equal par and keep the 1/2 of Lillet, because I just think that aviation might be a little overkill. Let's play around, let's have fun. So
Allison did say she's only doing the aviation because of Ryan Reynolds. Which
okay.
I get it, Allison. I agree with you. It's fine. He's cute. It's okay.
So you want to get your mixing jar. If you don't have this, a mason jar works. Grab a pint glass, a coffee mug, anything to make it work. We want to do some jiggers. If you don't have these, anything that measures liquid ounces will do. And we want to have a bar spoon. Use a chopstick. Use any kind of spoon if you don't have one on hand. Definitely have your favorite cocktail glass, preferably a martini glass. No, I did not take this from Fedora about 6 months ago. Woo! Anywho, and then you want to garnish with a little lemon. And then we want to have a strainer. And let's do it. And definitely fresh ice. Always have fresh ice. So we're going to grab that jigger and do a 1/2 ounce of your Lillet Blanc. Boom. Then we're going to do 1 ounce. I'm using Tito's. And I always say we're in quarantine. If you want to go heavier, why not? And then we're going to do a nice 3 ounce of your gin. Flip that around. And then we're going to pour that. Now you want to pack with ice. One note to do, folks. A lot of times I know peeps like to put ice in first and then build their cocktail. But you want to always do ice last because you want to keep it from diluting. You want to get that richness of your spirit. So always, always, always put your ice last. So we're going to put some ice. A little trick, since I know Jim Betts is on the phone watching, he taught me you want to crack that ice because it chills that mixing jar a little faster. Woo! Jim Betts! Pam Stubbs does it too. It's going to add a nice chill so you don't have to stir. You will get ice chips around, but that's okay. Pam, if you can zoom in here. So you're gonna want to stir this maybe like 20-30 seconds. You want to really keep your hand here to make sure it gets nice and chilled. And when you stir, folks, a lot of people, they get really stiff with their stir. You want to really just let your fingers do everything, let the wrist go. Keep stirring, keep stirring.
You got a high five from Jim on cracking the ice.
Oh, Jim, thank you.
And Jim says aviation's actually not that bad. He's just being...
Now we're going to do is get our julep strainer or anything different. I'm going to give a shout out to Cocktail Kingdom. Wonderful tools here in the Flatiron District. Inexpensive, great bar tools. You want to pour this in. And Pam, if you want to zoom on in.
Ooh, that's a zoom in tonight.
We're going to, I make her work, folks. We're going to gently, oh my, this is going to be delicious. I need this. Boom.
I can't wait to drink it. I'm ready.
Then I always tell guests, gosh knows I have the scars to prove it, when you peel your citrus, you literally want to just move the wrist that has the fruit. Do not move the peeler because you're going to cut yourself. So you just want to keep moving that like so. And you want to do a nice zest and drop that in. And this, folks, is the Vesper that me and Roger Moore are going to enjoy. Cheers. And along with the anniversary of McDuffie and Allison, Pamela Stubbs' brother, Christopher, and sister-in-law Linda, or is it 10 years today?
Ooh, I think it might even be 11.
They have a good anniversary too. So it's a lot of wedding anniversaries. Everybody, I thank you for taking 10, 12 minutes out of your day. Please send me responses. We're going to try to do these at 8 o'clock every Saturday. If you think Saturdays don't work because COVID is lifting a bit, people are getting antsy, they're picnicking in the park. If you think a weekday is better, I just love doing this. It's a lot of fun. I like putting on the bow tie. If you have suggestions, DM me. Cocktails you want to make. Should we get a blender involved? I don't know. But please, feel free. Dial in. I think this is a lot of fun. And drop me a line. If that's it, I'm getting drunk. Woo! Cheers!
Okay, I just ended it.